All right, Metro FM is certainly where you at. That was your front row ticket. I'm hoping that you enjoyed it. I have to have that line before I stop. I just cannot. I love that strong CP vibe. Of course, with the Shumaya, Yoga, Janelle Monet, and the Sweetie, Heavy K, and No Quasi. Before that, it's just gone 36 minutes past 11 o'clock, and it is time for us to talk about the most common mistakes that we make when it comes to buying our cars or even paying for our cars. Rudolph is here, and he is so ready to make sure that he answers all our questions. And our theme for today is common car buying mistakes and how add-on products can help. Now, sometimes lessons can be learned from the mistakes of others. On today's show, Rudolph Mahoney from WesBank will be chatting about some of the common mistakes made by car buyers and also tell us which value-added products can come to the rescue to protect your car. Rudolph, hello and welcome to the front row.
Good morning, Sibukazi. Yeah, it's so nice to be here. You know, most people hate Mondays, but I love Mondays. Coming here, chatting to the people. It's awesome.
You obviously love what you do. That's the problem.
I love it. I love it.
Listen to me saying that is a problem. All right, shall we get straight into it, Rudolph? And I'll ask you this question. Tell us more about how car buyers can help their cars and budgets in tip-top condition. What value-added products should our fans consider, and are they really worth it?
Yeah, so I think there's three types of products that one must consider when you buy the car, and that's all to do with covering your risk. So you've got products that insures the person, like death and disability type covers. You've got obviously covers that insure the car, like your comprehensive insurance cover and chip and dent and body line and these kind of products. And then also there's products that cover the loan. Like, for example, the gap cover, but I think we'll chat about that a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's all about covering your risk, and the reason for that is, you need to have a very good conversation with the finance person at the dealership when you apply for finance, because that person is specially trained and is qualified to do a proper needs analysis on you as the individual to try and understand which risks are you exposed to. And then that person will recommend to you which products that you need to take to cover your specific set of risks.
And you can imagine that everybody is different because we are all different.
Exactly, and that's the reason why they do a proper needs analysis to try and understand where there could be gaps or risks in your specific instance.
Shall we go on to the third question, or rather the second one for today? Now, Ritzi Azza Matlala on Facebook asks, hi, Are there so many value-added insurances? A car is so expensive. How does gap cover help me? And what other products can protect my car from the cowboy drivers on the road?
That's a very good question. So a gap cover, it basically covers a gap in the insurance. So for example, if you bought a car and if you didn't pay a deposit, okay, then I'm not sure how many of you know, but your car can depreciate by up to 25% in the first year that you've bought it. Now, you're not paying off 25% of the value of your loan in the first year. So if you had an accident, and then the insurance will probably not pay out the full value of the car, because they only pay out the market value. So there will be a portion of the loan that still needs to be paid after the insurance is settled, and then so there's a gap in your settlement. And now this policy covers you in this instance. So that's basically what gap cover does.
That's what gap cover does. Okay. Now, Jerry asked on Facebook, should you buy extras with cash or buy the costs to your car loan? To your car loan. I hear this is another error car buyers can make.
So you do have an option to pay for these things in cash, because if you put it on your loan, then the bank will charge you interest on this, and you'll pay it back over a period of time. So obviously, if you've got the money, then you can pay it cash, and then you won't have to put it on your loan. The bank won't charge you interest, and your installment will be a little bit less.
Oh, that is music to my ears. Installments becoming a little bit less. I think everybody can just sing for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that'll be all for me for today, is it? Because I think we've answered Jerry's question, and then we're going to wrap up for us and just tell us, round it off for us.
Yeah. So I think I just wanted to touch on the policies that look after the individuals as well.
Yes.
So there's also like a life cover that covers you in cases where you would be disabled, either temporary or permanently disabled. Then it will either pay 6 months of your installment, or it will pay the full settlement of your loan.
Okay.
It covers you against, obviously against a death as well. So if you were to pass away, then the account will be settled.
Okay.
And then it also has a retrenchment policy included. So then it will, if you were retrenched from your work, then it will also cover 6 months of your installments. And then also, like a dread disease. So if you become sick with cancer or serious diabetes, then there's benefits that will cover you in these instances as well. So I guess considering these type of policies, you want to try and manage your cash flow. So that's the whole point behind this. So you pay a little bit more on your monthly installments, but then it covers you from having a big expense later on during the contract. So that's why we always say that you must have a very thorough conversation with this finance person at the dealerships in order for them to do a proper needs analysis on you as an individual, so that you can be adequately protected when buying a car.
Now, Rudolph, with everything that you've told us today, do you find that most people have this information on hand, or is it difficult for them to actually even get it?
Because most people only buy a car every 3 or 4 years, you forget these things. And that's why these finance people are there. They are almost like what do you call it? Brokers.
Yeah.
So and they are there to assist you, and they are specially trained. They are registered with the National Credit Regulator and with the FICA Act and with the FASE Act, so that they are there to assist the customers.
Oh, fantastic. Anything else you want to add to that?
I think that covers everything.
Thank you so much, Rudolph. Now, Rudolph from WesBank has helped us to avoid some common car buying mistakes and told us how value-added products can stop you from worrying if something dreadful has happened. Now, if you've made a bad car buying decision in the past feel free to share your stories on WesBank Asset Finance Facebook page or at WesBank on Twitter using the hashtag WesBankHowTo. Your lesson could help another Metro FM fan from making the same mistake. And on next week's hashtag WesBankHowTo show, we are focusing on your questions and stories, of course. Rudolph will be giving us the best possible advice before you structure your car loan and sign on the dotted line. Thank you so much for coming through, Rudolph. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.